Comet being very aggressive. Werfer firing point blank on the shock troops. This could be oh, wonderful hit. T-34 coming on in. Airstrikes, hold the line is absolutely active. Great strikes all about. And yeah, the German forces are being pushed back. Teller could be hit. Does hit the Teller. Love the planes flying in. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and today I'm currently casting a Company of Heroes 2 replay. This is a 4K replay submitted by an awesome patron, so if you want to be awesome, Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and today I'm currently casting a Company of Heroes 2 replay. This is a 4K replay submitted by an awesome patron. Let's see here, I'll say who that is at the very end, but you can probably give a guess. But we do have a number of awesome people in here today. We have Blue, Proud Stalin, which is on the austere side, so a little off there. 76, who's also austere, and Green being the OKW, so nice equal mix. Angel is British, Striker is Soviet, Joey G is American, and Arctic is Soviet again. ESSEN STEELWORKS is the map that this game will be on and covering, so we'll see how that goes. Commander-wise, we have advanced emplacement, good for, hardening defenses and direct strikes. Same thing with, infantry company, except a little more artillery. Elite armor doctrine, pretty good choice. Encirclement, if used correctly, fantastic. And so far, nothing else. You want me to replay? Submit down below to my Gmail or my Discord, and I'll take a look. Patrons, of course, get special privileges and access. So of course, I want to give a shout out there. And again, hopefully everyone's having a good holiday and everyone enjoys their holidays coming on up, because I think by the time this release, Christmas would literally be a week from this release. So, cool. Anyway, we got ourselves Stern Pioneers trying to fight these Echelons, but just not going that well because Echelons are in the building and Riflemen came on in. So while, yeah, Echelons typically will lose the fight, they got a little bit of fire support to come on in and save the day. Riflemen are moving on into the fuel. We have more Riflemen coming on in with MG. Arctic going urban defense. We could, pop a guy in this building and use the fuel and resources to make a forward base. That makes it very, very hard for the opponent to push them out without some high explosives or artillery. Again, if we look at Green, they haven't picked anything yet, but like Blue, if he uses artillery strike from the commander, he could level a building. So Germans do have some abilities. Of course, Storm Tiger, let's be very clear on that. Riflemen continue to press on the Volk squads. Green having a pretty rough time there. Axis having a better time on the left. Looks like they're able to keep the Allies back quite a bit, in all honesty. Volk squads as well, keeping the British at bay, but they themselves losing a lot of health. Angel going with a pure infantry section build. The Soviets going with a pure MG build. Which is very interesting to see with an AT gun coming on in, so all support weapons. We got the Striker and going with a conscript with a 1 mortar, again for smoking, I assume. Again, get around enemy MGs, which, by God, Unproud Stalin, I guess a defector has switched sides. So, alrighty then. Infantry though pushing on in. Hopefully smoke can be dropped down, but I don't see it. Well, there we go. Oh, he is dropping it down. See, teamwork makes the dream work, and smoke is dropped, allowing the allies to hopefully push on in and take out this MG, which again, infantry have been upgraded with grenades. A bit risky, but Angel has done a pretty good job, and that grenade almost killed the MG. So MG moving on in, conscripts pushing against it, and a small counterattack on right is not leading to much headway. Allies just, reconsolidating their forces and just trying to hold back the enemy. Volk squads in the building, can survive quite a bit and popping shots against infantry that are not in cover. MG trying to support against Axis forces. Nice grenade, knocks out a few more models in health. And Green continues to have a bit of a rough time with the advance, though he is trying. I'll give him that. He's definitely advancing. Trying to see if there's anything else around here. Grenadiers and Pioneers pushing on the flank, but again, might be a little bit rough for that to occur. We have mortar half-tracks, so the Germans do have, some artillery, some stuff to call on in and hopefully deal that damage. Again, hopefully deal the damage. We have a 2-2-1 on this side. Oh, yes. Striker upgrading as well. Instead of normal grenades, he has anti-tank grenades. That, and with some good old-fashioned rifle shots, that 2-2-1 will be neutralized, which is a big blow for the enemy, of course. So, excellent job there. Meanwhile, we got ourselves a few additional things. First off, good mortar hit. Let's see, Molotov goes on in, hits the Stern Pioneer, makes it pull back. Rifleman opening fire on the infantry. I'm sorry, infantry section opening fire on the Volk squads. My god. I'm thinking they're American infantry. Losing it today. But what's not losing it is this Pioneer squad, which is actually able to capture a lot of territory. Sure, this squad isn't, you know, capturing territory that will go back to Axis lines. This territory is cut off, but still, very interesting to see. So much territory on one side be taken. We can see here that the Axis even are a little bit down overall, but again, that's also because the Allies stole this fuel. But and they're getting 33 fuel per turn. So that's double fuel, kind of important. Nice incendiary. Infantry section always gonna have a rough time. No Panzer Shreks. Not a great early build option because you weaken its effectiveness against infantry. Another grenade, but again, completely misses it. Though MG42 could be a nice win for the Brits, so and/or Soviets who picked that up. We have Panzer Grenadiers. Please no Shreks on this squad. Please just keep the medium range guns active and murder the MG. Simply put. Bofors being set down. Again, Angel's advanced emplacements. So that makes sense for him to have, you know, an emplacement right over there. Panzer Grenadiers, though, trying to hold. We have shock troops in them exchanging grenades. One was definitely more effective than the other. Shock troops opening fire and drive the Panzer Grenadier squad back. 2-2-1, though, trying to cover. And I don't think, yeah, with the NG, shock troops not going to go for the kill. On the right, we have a lot of Volk squads by Green pushing on in. He's trying. He's absolutely trying to push on in, but the American blob is just too much. So he's just going to neutralize all these guys. Unless he has, like, infiltration grenades, which would be amazing. And he does have the option. They're too grouped up. There's too much firepower. You're just going to be driven back. So, whatever. Anyway, stormtroopers deployed. I could be wrong, but I believe you're a bit early to be using Encirclement Doctrine. I don't mind the cutoff because, actually, hold on. German infantry are pushing right. They have left, theoretically. That's a lot of territory being neutralized. So that's something. If they can go for one more, the Allies would have no resources essentially coming on in except for this 1 point over here. But, yeah, you know. We'll see how things go. Stormtroopers rushing. So he has a game plan, it looks like. Or that, or he's like me playing Splinter Cell, who's like, man, this guy's jumping all over the place. He must have a strategy. And then you have me in a stealth game, Splinter Cell, whatever, being like, oh, God, don't be found. Oh, God, jump, move, keep moving. Don't stop, don't stop. And, yeah, you know, kind of works out. But in the meantime, with this being captured, I think it'll still cut off a good amount of territory because the fuel is under Axis control. And with the other point decapped, it absolutely cuts off a lot of areas. So the Allies are currently encircled in 1, 2, maybe 3 locations. If they grab that, which is quite hilarious in my eyes, but still. It's 8-minute encirclement. That's fantastic. Too bad you need like 10 more CPs before you call and close the pocket, but still not a bad idea, all things considered. Let's see. Allied infantry are chilling on the point. We have the Kubel moving on in, grabbing additional territory. Small counterattack by Angel. He's upgraded his men to 5-man squads. But Volk squads hopefully have a plan. Maybe some mines have been placed. Maybe MG. That's a good option. So again, hopefully they can hold that squad back. Stormtroopers continue to move around. They're on hold fire. So conscripts are just going to keep shooting them. And they'll be like, oh, they're not shooting back. That works with me. Yeah, make sure you turn off hold fire. Okay, there you go. They targeted, but it's too late. I mean, they'll do damage, but he's too weak to really do much else. Okay, I guess he continues to move around. Sure. Territory is still... Is it captured? No, it's connected now. Barely, I believe, but it is somewhat connected. Although it might be cut off here in a second if the Volk squads have their way. Incendiary being thrown, gonna cause havoc for Arctic, who I don't think has put down any medical sites. Oh, Cat's making a surprise appearance. Thank you for not stepping on my keyboard, Cat, and turning off the recording. That That would have been terrible. But anyway, infantry continue to fight on the left. And you know what? I completely forgot to do this. So that way I can zoom on out. Well, it's early game. You don't really need it. Jesus, Greyshot, professionalism. No strategic zoom after 10 minutes? What are you doing? There's someone in chat secretly going, oh, thank God. I mean, that's great. I'm glad he finally got it. Now I can't see anything. It's wonderful. Anyway, Kubel takes a shot, but luckily gets around. But when the artillery starts flying, I'll get a better sense of scale. They're pushing on in. Conscripts in the building, MG's there. I think Arctic's going to be upgrading this building with the like flags, is aka the forward headquarters. And now, oh wait, no, he's not in territory, so I don't think he can. But once he does, he'll be able to reinforce and get us all sorts of nice little bonuses. So it could be very cool. Could be very cool. Anyway, half tracks over there, so it could also counter and burn things down. Also, mortar half track can burn. So lots of good options here for the Germans to counteract in building. And I point this stuff out because, again, I even if they don't do it, which if they do, great. If they don't, okay. I do want to highlight the possibility that could be laid upon the enemy. Grenadiers easily should hold this stuff back. And resource-wise, it's now swung to the Axis' favor. So it's really going to be up to them to, like, what armor they decide. Again, the Allies had it, now the Axis. It balances out, so both sides should be able to get their armor out roughly the same time. The rifle grenade is not fired. Infantry is, you know, pushed back. And, yeah, they're going to drive back the Grenadiers. MG opening fire on the rifleman. Half-track pulling on back. Okay. Panzer Grenadiers on left. It looks like he's like putting down caches. Good teammate, at least helping get those additional resources to your team. Building has been placed, like I mentioned. Heal up on the right, which will help the Allies as well, in general, if they go over there. Stuka's being dropped. Oh, good hit! Knocks out multiple units, and shock troops are pushed back as well. So where's that Stuka? Ah, there it is. 17 kills in a single hit. Wonderful shot by Blue. Whose infantry might be starting to be pushed back, but Volk Squad's coming in on the flank. It's going to be curious to see if the shock troops will be beaten, but with the 223 there, with that additional MG, that might be enough? I say this as Volk Squads die, so maybe not. Stun Grenade would be good to stop them. Oh, shock troops do pull back, and the Volk Squads are pretty low. He's going to pull back. Again, we have another push on the left, but it looks like the Soviets have laid down some mines to hopefully stop the enemy, so that's good. Again, whatever you can do to cause hell for the enemy team, even in little ways, gonna be great. Gonna be very effective. MG setting on up to hopefully hold back the infantry, and they just run scared. I guess they, without their mortar or anything like that, they're like, we're gonna lose men. Probably not a good idea. Angel, though, having 1,400 manpower, probably should spend a little bit more on caches, on men, on something. But, yeah, the left side's not looking that great, so I don't know what he's doing. On the right, 76 is doing decently well. Again, the Germans are at a disadvantage with that reinforcement position. And also, remember, the Allies have artillery, so if they start their own artillery force, some of which looks like it died, they can counteract with, you know, and cause hell. It's kind of like the Battle of Kursk, where the Germans weren't able to get total air supremacy, and that really did not help. And also, they lost a lot of planes in that battle. So they weren't able to get that decisive edge to defeat the Soviets and puncture a hole through the lines. They got close, but unfortunately, you know, after 2 years of losing hundreds of thousands of men, that might have helped a bit more. I say this as Allies just literally chased the Germans on the right. They're like, oh shit, we needed more men. Where did they get all these guys? Yeah, double shock troops and riflemen just swarming the Allies, and no matter what they do, stun grenades are now working. AT grenades being popped up at the half-track. Stuka coming on in. Could be big shot here, hold on. Does wipe the shock troops. And they wipe our rifleman squad, I believe. So, alright. Well, German just said, yeah, they might have a lot, but we can wipe them just as quick. So, excellent work there. 76 trying to hold. Oh, God. Now all I can think of is country roads, take me home from this piece of shit game. I know it's a lot better, but by God, it's it's one of those games I will never touch, just of how badly I hated that initial experience. Alright, shock troops moving on in, knocking on MG very quickly. So shock troops seem to be the name of the game, which works unless you're losing them in mass. Speaking of which, nice job with the stormtroopers killing the mortar. Also, a building's over here. Did they go the same doctrine? They did. So Arctic Wolves and Striker both went this doctrine, which, no, I can't criticize the Germans for that, but I will say that's kind of a weird move to double up, because again, I feel like you could have gone something else, but hey, if this building's gonna help you out, wonderful, great, we'll see. Anyway, it looks like infantry section are pushing on in. They knocked down a T-gun very quickly. Volk squads are throwing incendiary. Might need a bit more firepower than just one single incendiary. Certain pioneers gonna, well, die. Yeah, infantry section just wearing it down non-stop. Oh god. And they do stun some of the men, not all of them. Some of them make it out alive, which is not great. I mean, yeah, they're very close to killing some units, but the reason I say it's not great is that really the Allies need to double down this area a lot more in order to do, like, in order to get that territory, because again, Unproud Stalin just keeps causing hell, and he's trying to get some wipes on the retreat. But I will say this to the Allies, at least they preempted a possible encirclement by putting a cache down here. So at least we don't have to worry. Now, again, Unproud Stalin could dive or, you know, hopefully ambush it and kill it. But with the Allied force so heavily fortified in this sector, I don't see really retreating that big of an option, so they can just walk over there and deal with it. Alright, Volk squad's being driven back. Half-Track's still alive over here, which is good. Sherman's on the field. Stormtroopers, yeah, definitely having the wrong side of that fight. Wait, oh my god, will the AT gun guys kill it? Please, let the AT gun guys kill it. Oh, that would have been amazing. Well, Super comes on in. Doesn't do too much damage, I don't think. It is still Vet 1, so it's definitely doing work, especially being 16 minutes in the game. So, pretty good job. Sherman moving in on the right, along with a lot of infantry. MG and Pack Gunner over here with some Grenadiers. Not having a huge fighting force, but he at least has something. Kubel Vet 2 able to detect stuff moving out on the outskirts of Fog of War. So that's good. Hey, at least they have some sort of, you know, way to detect all the shit that possibly could be coming their way. Let's see, infantry section, nowhere in sight, so Stormtroopers and Panzer Grenadiers are just going to walk up on these AT guns. And the MG that's currently holding back Ober Squad. So there it goes. We do have a small push on the left, but MG stopped them in their tracks, which is good. Allies, well, Axis need all the resources they can get. Allies do have the right, so again, anything the Axis can hold is better for them. Riflemen advancing, very close to getting a pick. Up, no Pioneer reinforcing, no picks for them. Grenade is so-so on the damage department. And I'm just not seeing all that much. Alright, there we go. Bit of damage. Mortar pit and stuff opening fire. Sherman just running around, trying to get some hits. Again, no 50 cal. And on explosive rounds, he's getting some good tread shots, though. Go, Sherman. Oh, my God. That German's hugging the wheel. He's stuck on the wheel. Let's see. Hold on. Can we get a wipe? I think they got a wipe. They did. They absolutely wiped a Volk squad retreat via the shock troops. Good job by Arctic. Alright, anyway. Conscripts pushing on in. Same as the lieutenant. And middle should be pretty clear. The armor is the biggest bane, but they do have a Sherman, which can toe-to-toe. That German soldier won't let go. It's like, I will fight. I will take out this piece of armor. Now it's a Panzer versus a Sherman. Hold on. Is that a Stuka? Stuka's dangerously close to the front. I don't understand why it's there. He's firing. Sherman does back up. A Panzer IV is also driven back. Oh, he's launching a direct. He's literally launching a concentrated fire to burn the building. Not a bad way to, you know, handle a Soviet position. Just burn into the fucking ground. Good work. Now again, pull back your Stuka. Okay, good. You got it out of there. So that way, also placing a teller, so if they dive in that area, they can kill it. Striker does have a T-34, which could dive, and a Katusha. Yeah, that building's gone. Yeah, that building is very gone. Riflemen advancing on the flank, but MG stopping them in their tracks. Additional men should be easily able to hold back that rifleman. Small counterattack coming in via 76 on the right. Very least his Grenadiers are showing to be proactive. He might have a smaller frontline force compared to all the riflemen. But he's still doing a lot of work, which I'll give credit. Stu coming in, hopefully is good counter to the Sherman that's been moving around, which... I'm sorry, was that a Panther? It hurt the Sherman, but it's died next to the Priest. Alright then, I mean, that's on you. I was expecting maybe a bit more with that, but sure. Why not? How do I put this in the nice way possible? So Stalin just wasted a lot of resources in that way. Maybe he was trying to go for the cutoff. I'm not sure. He didn't activate anything, but still. Oh my god. Alright, Panzergrenadiers coming on in. Going for this. Fine. Killing the Katusha. Better. Alright. Come on, fire on the Katusha. Kill the Katusha. One shot. Aw, so close. He should be able to still get it, though. Maybe not. Fire. Alright, he got it. But he's gonna lose the squad. Yeah. You know, this guy's a frag bomb. Which, I don't know where he called it in on. Maybe over here. Seems like everyone still has an army except for... Oh my god, I don't know what happened on Proud Stalin, but he lost most of his men. Cromwell, oh sorry, Comet being very aggressive. Werfer firing point blank on the shock troops. This could be nice. Oh, wonderful hit. T-34 coming on in. Airstrikes, hold the line is absolutely active. Great strikes all about. And yeah, the German forces are being pushed back. Teller could be hit. Does hit the Teller. Love the planes flying in. Wonderful shot. And yeah, there goes pretty much everything. More planes coming on in. The Brits fly it in. Air supremacy for the win. And but the Sturm Tiger makes him retreat. Let's go. All right, tries to go for the long shot, but does miss. Looks like he has a vehicle, which is providing some defense, or it looks like there is some defensive bonus. Tank commander. Not sure what's causing it. Maybe a building or something? I don't know. Anyway, lots of dead men over here, that's for sure. But at least most of the guys on the German side, besides, you know, Stalin, which actually kind of fits for this guy to lose all of his men in needless charges. Just saying. Sturm Tiger just popping on over, and immediately the riflemen see it. It's like, oh, it's a Sturm Tiger. Oh, God. Run away. That's probably the good option. Anyway, yeah, they're going to run like hell. Riflemen going to hide behind the point. Stuka is firing where? Oh, it's on the right. Sturm Tiger as well hits. Well, the Stuka gets another good salvo. 38 kills. It has done a lot of work today. But no, they're going to pull back. MGs are lined up, though. Looks like the Allies still have tons of resources. And people... Angel's the biggest, I will say, like curious case, because it's like 1,200. I figured we'd have more, but he doesn't, so I'm not sure. Encirclement's now a possibility, but again, Stalin has no men. Good frag bomb, levels the building, but the MG does survive, barely, but it does survive. Stormtroopers are lying in wait. Borders there, with some shock troops. Like, I don't care what you're trying to do with that Ooze men. Good luck getting through this without being detected. At this point, it's going to have to be a team effort, right? So, right now, unfortunately, it looks like we have 2 elite armoreds, which is fine. But you can ask them to go in and use their direct strikes to kill that. Because when they call in artillery, they can cap it, right? And they can remove the cache easily while their main gun focuses on armor in the region. So, you know, nice little bonus. So, again, a little teamwork could absolutely help. Looks like there's a demo here, which is meant to level the building. Soviets placing them, I guess Arctic and Joey are tired of it. But luckily, Stormtroopers just killed the squad, and now they're trying to go for this. Meanwhile, Armor's advancing in mid. Kills an MG, though Comet's advancing. Panther does have heat rounds. Again, heat rounds are effective against armor, even of an armor that's a higher level than you. So Panzer IV is definitely outclassed by a Comet, but with heat rounds, it can go toe-to-toe. It can't take that many hits, but it can go toe-to-toe. Cash still alive. I have no idea what it's trying to do. Again, even if they kill it, Encirclement would not work. They, luckily, the Sherman's helping him? But yeah, no. Oh, there we go. That's, oh, they even picked up a Shrek. So it looks like blue is trying to help. Okay, so there is some teamwork here. Some teamwork. I can't say a lot. White Phosphorus hits the area. Doesn't really do all that much. We have a 17-pounder going up in mid. Okay. Well, again, they're focusing more on the infantry. They're like, well, we could easily kill this stuff. Bundle grenades are being thrown. Oh, what? I'm sorry, that's a smoke grenade, which is more like a German White Phosphorus, which seems to be doing some decent work. They're gonna still need some support, but whatever. Sherman's looks like it's helping to clear this stuff. Another dude, you need an army. You need an army before you start committing to all this. He's trying to run away and just gets immediately exploded. This, I cannot. Is he gonna be one of these players? All right, building's knocked out by the frag bomb, so at least the other German players are making some work. Soviets counterattacking. Not a lot of support, but Stryker does have a good AT force and also a heavy infantry force, so hopefully he can do well. Placing a demo next to this building. Hopefully if stormtroopers pop out, immediately blows it up. Again, it's just one of those things. It's like, maybe instead of going in the... I get it, you want to go for the big encirclement, right? But this is just like Stalin in 41 and 42 being like, guys, we can literally do these massive encirclements. And then Soviet commander's like, but actually, sir, we can't. And he's like, ah, okay, kill that man. Or demote him. And I want you to commit to an all-out attack. Oh, thousands of men are trapped behind pockets in the German lines because of my stupid maneuver. Not my problem. Anyway, time on target and... No, I'm sorry, it's just a precision barrage by the British being called in. Good armor force by the Soviets and the Brits. King Tiger's on the field, so at least blue has some major armor. Bounces off it. Also, Werfer comes on in, helping clear the side. Looks like he did lose the Stuka somehow. Not sure how he lost the Stuka, but it is a shame that he did lose that, like, almost 40 kill Stuka. So, King Tiger does have heat rounds. That's a pretty unfortunate beast to fight. Again, normal armor, that's a problem. Yag Tiger, that's a big problem. King Tiger with heat rounds, that's a major fucking problem. Luckily, 17-pounder is looking that area. If he can, you know, fire through obstacles, he should be able to hit the target. Also, American forces holding mid, plenty of AT and armor. Nice wipe on green. Katushaing this area full of guys. Storm Tiger moving in. Not many kills, all things considered. We have the other German over here on defense. Again, Arctic's kind of just holding a steady line over here. He himself doesn't have much armor, though I'm assuming he's saving up for a KV-2 maybe. Although he doesn't even have the mechanized building, so don't know what he's doing. But Storm Tiger does help clear mid, but still not even enough for Vet 1. Just got 2 models dead with that. Panzer IV on standby. Got to give it up for this. Also, Kubel still alive, Vet 3. Ober squads, though, by blue. Oh, he's trying to push. 17-pounder those right there. Artillery's coming on in, so that could be a nice little hit. Soviets realize it and pull back. Oh, God, not again. All right. It's like when you... It's, again, he has some good moves. It's just this. And I don't know what to expect from that. Frag bomb tries to be called in. Does a little damage, but mostly gets shot down. And they get pushed back. VP-wise, again, I will say the Germans have a good advantage. But Allies doing pretty well. AT gun does manage to get out after being hit by a Werfer. Another Werfer, AT gun still relatively alive. And Sweetie 5s are over there, but they're like, hitting infantry, not their forte. But still, at least he has it. But no, it looks like overall the Allies have a good amount of men as well. There is a German player that's significantly down, but it looks like his teammates are holding firm. And maybe he slips up and does close the pocket somehow. Or they actually pull it off. We'll see. He did use the bombing strike, but... Oh, he used it here and it knocked out half the position. Yeah. I hate to break it to you, but it won't kill a cache. And I love how Angel, he knows. Angel, it's like, alright, I'm not being encircled. Build the cache back up. I'm done. I'm just not going to deal with this. Also, I will say, though, it's weird. Striker hasn't healed his Katusha. Or if someone hasn't healed his Katusha, but whatever. Demos are around every point now. You are absolutely going to die to shock troops, buddy. Shock troops, by the way, have 31 kills. So excellent shots across the board. And MG is currently annihilating the engineer squad, though I don't think they're going to survive very long with shock troops throwing smoke. So he's better off running like hell. Our piercing round's going to try, though. Again, it's single model. I'm looking to see any major confrontations. MG, please run. Don't sacrifice yourself. He's going to sacrifice himself. I can't watch. Anyway, Comet's in mid. With Captain White Foster's coming on in. Oh, good, he escaped. Good. I'm glad the MG decided to, you know, reason was a good choice. Kubel has been hit, but still relatively moving. Panther 4 moving in. Heat rounds would be wonderful against the Sherman. Do you have plenty of munitions? You have 800 munitions, man. Use heat rounds. The American is Sherman's doing pretty well at 16 kills, so good job, Joey. AT gun always supporting it. Really enjoy that. Priest seems to be doing a bit of damage. Firing a creeping barrage now. And that has to be to the bunker. Yeah, he's just going to level this whole area. Which makes sense. Again, remove the stuff that would cause your own allied infantry hell. There's stormtroopers here, but I actually am curious if the airstrike will kill them. Because, again, they're technically in allied territory, though camouflaged. Air support's coming on in across the front. They just revealed themselves for a brief moment. Is that enough and hold the line? We'll see. Infantry section trying to take the fuel on the left. I'm curious to see if airstrikes kill. Doesn't look like it. Looks like against hold the line, stormtroopers will prevail. On the right, though, KV-2 is on the front, so we got a nice bunker buster. Although with a Stug and a pack gun, that might be enough AT, especially with the pack gun healing itself. I say then it lost like a tenth of its health after 4 shots, so probably not. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Alright, Germans the ones deploying armor in mass today. Hello. And they're pushing on in. Never mind, they're pulling back. Still, the amount of Stugs, that's a lot of Stugs advancing. So give credit where credit's due. For the love of all that is holy. Stop trying encirclement until you get actually a good strategy. He'll grab the No. No, he wouldn't. Buddy. Buddy. He's doing blitz. Again, this is where it's like you need other armor, or make sure 76 calling heat rounds, or not heat rounds, fragmentation bomb, like a couple things. Also, this position is still damaged, so it looks like okay, that's actually kind of important. Stormtroopers barely clinging on. Again, they decap this. You would need to use a direct strike on the other option. Wait, why are you using it here? Oh, you lost the point? There's some mortar strikes coming on in. And allies recaptured it. They killed this unit. Not sure what happened to the... Oh, Jackson crew got out to cap it, I think. But I'm looking. I don't see any, like, major arty strikes. Maybe the S-285's got injured. But encirclement is active. The problem is, like a dumbass, Unproud Sullen decided, let me call in the break supply point on the side my Panther's holding, not the side with my infantry. That's what screwed him. He had it a second more, and it probably would have clicked and started calling in hell. but because he used the brake supply on the wrong position, that screwed him over. Wow. Fucking things up like the actual guy, except you're on the German side. Just makes it even sweeter. Anyway, so what do we got right now, right? What do we have? So, again, Axis forces are currently losing their VP lead. They brought down a little bit more on the Allied side, but now the Allies have brought it down, like, a lot. They're now within 70 points. Vet 4 Panther, though, gotta give it up. And Kubel as well, still alive. I'm sorry, anytime if you watch my content, the fact that Kubel survives 35 minutes into this game, but this jackass can't keep a single unit alive for more than 2 is kind of astounding in my eyes. Katusha opening fire on the Stern Pioneer squad, forcing them back. Get some great... Alright, he's wiped. Shock troops trying to stop the Shrek teams from moving on in. Can they get a wipe on anything? The Katyushas are injured, but they are still going to live. And Stalin is going to possibly lose 1, maybe 2 squads. Here comes the barrage. It does a little damage, not too much. But at least the stormtroopers live this time. Which is more than I can say about a lot of other locations. Anyway. We also have Stug Force over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Hot damn. Alright, 76. I don't know if that's going to work, but hey, give it up. Heat rounds again. Come on. I know they have AT back here, so it probably wouldn't be a good idea. But still, come on, Panzer IV. Use them heat rounds. More Stuka artillery coming on in. Good hit, maybe? MG's dead, but I wouldn't say it's a great hit. Kind of normal. So what's the strategy? Well, the Allied side seems to be focusing on VPs and holding key territory. And then if things get bad, artillery or hold the line seems to be doing pretty well. As well as with the Soviet buildings to reinforce. That seems to be a good idea. They also are destroying buildings against stormtroopers and laying down traps for if the enemy tries to walk in their territory. So they have a lot of good things here. Axis... not entirely sure. They might be gearing up for a big armor push, which could be decisive. If they could crack the Axis, I'm sorry, the Allied lines, that could be pretty big. Stug's opening fire. I think it's a time on target or something. It's time on target, coming on in. One might be injured slightly, but I think they're fine. They're fine. Nice kill on the shock trooper squad. Again, at least he's losing some men. Let's see. Are the Allies down in any way? Not really. Angel has built up his army. So he can't even complain. Oh, Greyshot, he has 2,100 manpower. He has 84 population. I'm not going to criticize the man. Like, I'm not going to criticize the guy, that guy when, like, 76 couldn't easily build a cache here or here to help his team out. That seems a little bit counterintuitive. Those Stug Force pushing on in. Kills a Jackson. Big win. Comet's under fire. Alright, so that's right now 1 major armor loss for the Allies. Alright, let's see. Stugs do lose one of their own. They're still charging AT guns right there. That's a great location because just hitting them all. Priest is right there. 17 pounders lined up. Alright, so we have the Priest dodging, like the Matrix too. It was like moving to the side. It was great. Now the Stug bites dust. Artillery, a frag bomb coming on in. Comes along the side. Sure, I'll count that. 2 major losses for the Allies. We've lost half of the Stug force. Kill the Katusha maybe, or are they retreating? They are going to retreat. AT gun. Oh, they're hitting the S-25. That's 3 major losses for the Allies. AT gun, though, is almost wiping another. Comet trying to wipe as well. We have Hold the Line coming on in. Calling in the Air Force. Love it. Another Stug bites it. Can they kill a Comet? I mean, there's AT guns here, so maybe not. But it is very low. Alright, I might give a little bit of a bold opinion. But, oh, nice air. Oh, last Hold the Line shot kills it. Wonderful. I might give a little bit of opinion. I honestly think that Stug push was worth it. Because remember, Stug, compared to a lot of other German armor, right? A Stug is worth 85 fuel? No, 90. Sorry, 90 fuel. And the Comet's worth, what, 180? And this is worth 280? So, yes, slightly more manpower for 2 Stugs compared to 1 Comet. But still, what are those things where it's like, you did a pretty good job, in my humble opinion. At least at neutralizing, what, 2 Su-85s, because Arctic just deployed this one. Yeah, has no experience. Oh, I'm sorry, not Arctic, Striker. Yeah, he has no Su-85s on his front, though he deployed a KV-2. Angel lost his Comet. He's mass-producing new ones. So, what? We got Sherman, a 17-pounder, a Comet, 2 Su-85s. Absolutely a good trade in my book. Absolutely. Because that would be, what? You're looking at over 500, no, close to, I'll say 600. 600 fuel lost for a trade of 540. Manpower-wise, it might not be on point, but I think it still evens out pretty well. So that's a good hit. Problem is, here's the big catch. Allies have plenty of resources to rebuild said army, like Striker, and them. And Joey as well, tons of manpower and decent fuel. By decent, 700. So, you know, not skimping out. Panzer IV, please get out. You're Vet 5. I can't have you die here. But yeah, unfortunately, it would be great if his other teammates then pushed and did something. But alas, they were unable to. Suka did okay. Infantry trying to hold the line. OBESSESION trying to hold the front as well. Triple AT guns. Not a bad strategy, actually. KV-2 about to meet its maker. Alright, AT guns do work. Unfortunately, Katyushas are just blasting them with rockets. Somehow it looks like they might escape, though. So, I'll give Blue this. Unconventional, but hey, AT gun line knocks out another one of Striker's units. Speaking of Striker, loses a Katyusha, losing a huge portion of his army. Okay. I don't know how the hell the Axis made this, but the left side looks pretty open. Striker using all of his reserves to get down T-34s. Problem is they need VPs, right? And they need mid. And the British have reinforced that pretty effectively. So now you're going to need something. Panzer IV needs heals. We got another Stuka, so it looks like Green's entirely armored or mechanized base. We have a King Tiger moving on in, a fresh one. Unproud Son is 900 manpower, but I think at this point it looks like, I don't know if he's given up, but he needs to like think smaller, right, with the encirclement, right? Like, I'm not crazy, he needs to do something else. My big thing would be neutralize this point here. Use a frag bomb or something. Use a half track for recon, identify it, frag bomb it, then call a direct strike, and boom, bada bing, you got it. Stormtroopers come on in, probably not from any building you can see because they blew them all up to stop. Well, no, they can't use those. Yeah, I mean, you have to run up infantry, but still, they have sprint. So, I don't know. Instead of thinking big, think smaller. Think smaller in scale. Axis trying to hold. I'll say that allies have called hold the line, and the infantry section are being reinforced. This building has barely anything supporting it, yet it is reinforcing the allies, so good job there. Panther tries to kill it, I think. 17-pounder gets a great shot on target. AT guns might kill it. Nope, they managed to survive. Push coming out on the right with the Sherman. Unfortunately, though, it goes down thanks to 76's great defense, and he's still trying to push. Again, 76 might not be the best player I've seen, but he's tried. He has tried. Same thing with Blue. Like, Blue is trying to hold the best he can. T-34 advancing. AT guns hitting it. Suka could be in harm's way if he's not careful. I have no idea. Oh, the smoke is preventing the King Tiger from seeing it. There goes one Stuka. Armor still holding. Panzer IV, 40 kills. Pretty solid stuff. The middle is pretty clear, so if they can grab it, but Allies still ways off from losing this. And now the Axis are starting to lose a lot of their men. With some reserves, but not too much. Panzer IV diving, but 70-pounders right there. I think this is it for... Oh, he missed! And focus on the King. All right, never mind. Panzer IV, run. Please, please run. Oh, good ram. That's going to stop the king from escaping, and 17-pounder could kill it. Parents 4, get out of there. Come on. You're vet 4. I'm sorry, vet 5 with the Kubel. All right. All right, vet 5 Kubel. That's a good sign of you're going to win. But, yeah, unfortunately, maybe not. King just perished, and the Axis are literally holding things together with duct tape. Their army composition, it's worse when you add in Stalin. But with the Panther, he's going to shoot up. It's best, we're going to say 50. I know it's not really that, but we're going to say 50 just to make things even. Right? Allies, though, are easily in, like, they're in the low 70s at minimum. Like, their reserves just pumping out more men. They're doing very well for themselves. But again, it's just not enough. Just not enough to turn the tide. And with the Allied forces right here, again, good job running on in. Those Stuka could clear that. Oh, never mind. He just walks out. Okay, good micro. Also, great veterancy on all of these men. Wait, Howitzer 37 kills? Hot damn, Rifleman with 12. Joey's done a lot. Good kill on the Vet 5 Kubel. AT guns showing their worth. Panther now in harm's way. Artillery being called in. Hopefully clear the enemy from the smoke. And yeah, things are looking pretty well. Shock troops pushing on in. Explosive guy, Stuka coming on in. Explosive guy does, help kill the squad. Though I think that was his own, that was a friendly squad that burned to death with the with the infantry section opening fire. So stormtroopers probably not having a good day, but I'm happy they burned to death because they kind of deserve it. Oh look, a Panther charging. Guys, I swear, Encirclement will win this game. Just trust me on this. Please hit a mine. Please. Oh, there is a god. There is a sweet, glorious god. No, actuality, there was a good mine there from a good Soviet commander. No, wonderful job. He won't even get a chance to kill the cache. And we'll never know because the match ends. Hot damn, what a good match. Okay, so, what do we have to say about this game in general? Because, again, there's a lot of things to say about this game. Okay, we'll go over a few highlights, shall we? Okay, let's. First off, let's double check the after action report and kind of get a better idea about how all this looks. And again, to be quite honest, Axis were pretty good in that game. By the way, the person who submitted this was Joey, so thank you, Joey G240, for submitting this. But yeah, he also got top damage, and kills, so great job. Positive KD, very good. What are some negatives I can highlight about this game? Yeah, Unproud Stalin constantly running into a wall with his encirclement idea. Not the smartest plan. Though, I will say this. Green had solid armor and good, Stuka help. Same thing with Blue. Blue did really well with his infantry and armor. Did lose some stuff. Critical. But I think he did a solid game. Again, they definitely made Angel and Striker pay dearly. If Unproud Stalin was maybe a better player or more coordinated, things could be a lot, smoother for the Axis team. 76 was also good with his Stug Assault. Again, for their overall play time, I thought they played well. And again, a lot of players had some good infantry veterancy and stuff like that. Again, good kills from Blue, Unproud Stalin. Let's not talk about the Stormtroopers that died en masse. 76, his Stug charge. While they did die, they took out a lot of bigger fish, so they did pretty well for trading. AT did okay. Angel infantry section, 64 kills, pretty good stuff. S285 did okay, holding with Striker. They died a lot. And again, having 5,000. Oh, they actually got no kills. Never mind. Striker was definitely taking a lot of the brunt of the force. AT guns, no kills, but 22,000, a lot better. 50 kills with the infantry. Arctic, maybe more deaths, but still pretty good kill count. And overall held his side pretty well. So overall solid game. Again, highlights the need to focus on something other than Encirclement, especially if it consistently fails. And when you do pull it off, maybe try to make sure it goes for as long as possible or coordinate with your team. That's always important. But again, some good strikes, some good pushes. Good game. Thanks, guys, for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Submit your replays down below or check out my other channels on YouTube, Twitch, again, etc. But otherwise, it's been Greyshot17. I'll see all you guys next time. Hey guys, before you go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Folkvard, Aphyria, Joey G240, Ace, ShinobiWarrior, Pyroshark, Little Koosh, and Seth Kuipers. Thank you all for your incredible support. You guys rock. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and I'll see all of you next time.